guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ablackgirlandhershoes and this is our second video. We have one already. If you've not watched that, just check the link in the bio, you will see it. So this week we're going to be talking about my wish list pairs. I have two groups. I have wish list and archival pieces. Wish lists are thankfully very much available to shop right now, but archival pieces are like elusive. You're floating around on the internet, in vintage stores. You really have to dig deep before you can find them. So I'm so happy that at least I can share with you, and then if you like them, you can also shop them. I'm a fashion designer, aspiring, as well as interior designer. I love everything connected with art. I sketch, I'm an illustrator, and I'm working on something right now which will be unveiled later. And I'm also a writer. I have a digital magazine on Substack called Otaida. I'll link it so you can check it out. That's where like I really go out on fashion construction, styling, and writing. I'm able to express myself whilst talking about my first love, fashion. So it's like killing two birds with one stone. Here we talk about shoes. We talk about shoes we like. We talk about the designers, the artisans, sustainability. It's my guilty pleasure. I'm sure everyone has a guilty pleasure. So shoes are my guilty pleasure, and I am able to, show all of that here. Thank you for watching. Let's get into it. The first shoe on my list is the Brothervellies Stell mules in ivory. When I first joined Instagram, I think in 2016 thereabouts, I saw this shoe and it's there. It's one of my first few posts, and it was a wow shoe for me, or it's still a wow shoe for me. It should even be in my archival list at this point because it's a collector's item. The Stell mules give inspired by flowers, and yes, it's literal because there are the petals that are spread out, which by the way I'm intrigued by because I just would be wondering what the founder Aurora James was thinking about when she came up with that pair. It's so refreshing to look at. And recently a fashion commentator talked about them and said it gave off like the Victorian era, and I was like, okay, I never really looked at it that way. When you see them displayed on different sides, sometimes the petals are pushed up, against the ankle, and then I'm like, okay, I can see the Victorian vibe. I wouldn't personally style the petals pushed up. I prefer them spread out. They look like, squashed flower petals, or at least fully bordered and spread out. I really like that shoe. I love the height. It looks like something that you could tramp about the city in. If I had them, I would wear them all the time. They come in ivory, which is perfect for a bride. They come in black lace. In my research, I just found out that there's a black lace version. They come in prints. There's a print version that looks like an old grandmother's couch fabric. And then there's burgundy. My personal favorite is the animal print one. There's the dark animal leopard print, and there's the light, version of it. I hope by the time I get around to being able to purchase them, they would still be available. Anyway, the pre-love market is always there. You'll definitely find it. So just want to shout out to Aurora James. She's a designer and a philanthropist, a black woman. Stell mules comes in at $895, between $600 to $895. The second shoe, drum roll please. weareOMOL. Oh my god, I saw them early last year when they were calling for pre-orders, and they were going to release the first production in I think July thereabouts. It's like a year now. And I was following their progress. And when they rolled them out, I was like, this is a shoe. The Totem sandals. This is by a woman. It's woman owned, it's black owned, it's African owned. She's Cameroonian. Her name is Natalie Shebo. Sorry, please let me check my list. Natalie Chebomot, and OMOL stands for, it's drawn from Mademoiselle, and I think it's the Cameroonian dialect for Mademoiselle, and so that's where they got their name from. The Totem sandals are sculptural, 3D heeled, sandals, four heels height, and they are modeled on an African mask. So the heel is the African mask, and it's 3D. So you have the nostrils, you have the ears, and it's metallic. I can't speak to the comfortability of it or any of these shoes because I don't have them. But what we're looking at is the creativity, the craftsmanship, and the inspiration behind, the particular pair. So they are available in black, in a nudie brown. Might not be a nude, but it's a lovely sandy, like a earthy brown, a green print, leafy print, and then in red, fire engine red. My favorite is the red. I think I like the red, and I also like the green print. I also like the play with the ropes, the straps. It's an intricate, giving off like an African roping technique. So thank you so much, OMOL. I want to see what your next release will be. I'm excited. I definitely want the Totem sandals in my collection. Yes, I can't wait. I know we'll do the unveiling here. The next shoe, AwakeMode. I could dedicate a whole video to AwakeMode. Like, they are that girl. Researching, I found out that the founder is a female. Her name is Natalia Alavadian, and she started the brand in 2012 in London. She has clothes, she has dresses, she has skirts. There's the viral fringe skirt made out of fabric where you have the tassels floating out in different variations. We've seen our influencers in them. And then there are her shoes. What I want to talk about are the Ursula evening embellished shoes. I first of all saw them on an influencer by the name Helicia Will, popularly known as I Know Lee. So I saw them. I think she has all the ones that I like. She has the brown braided leather one, and the toe caps are squarish in colors, in shape. She has this two-toned embellished pair that has silver and then I think kind of like a bronzy contrasting pair, contrasting shoe. So you have on the left, you might have the silver, and then you have the bronzy colored version on the right. I even saw a creamy off-white version of the same Ursula sandals. They are lovely. I love them. I like the minimalist, more corporate girl-friendly version that is all over. The knockoffs are all over, Amazon or even AliExpress. The ones that cover photos, and then the other pair covers just the big toe. So that one is really, really popular. And then we also have the ones that have like fringing on one side of the shoe. But this Ursula embellished pair is my personal favorite, and I hope to one day have them in my collection. You did a big one, Natalia. You did a big one. Well done, AwakeMode. I champion their own version of fashion. I love the way that they add texture to their clothing, and The vibe with AwakeMode is they are moving in their own lane. They don't subscribe to anything or anyone, and I'm here for it. Woo! Brandon Blackwood. Brandon Blackwood is a male black designer who is all about his accessories. I think they have bags. They also have shoes. And here we're talking about shoes. So, unveiling the New York taxi cab heeled leather strappy slippers. That's a whole mouthful. You could call them slippers, you could call them mules. But the New York taxi cab heeled strappy leather slippers. Wow, that's a shoe. That's a shoe. I can't curse on this channel. I do not curse normally, but sometimes we just want to let loose, like what the fuck. And then there's the one with the cigarette heel, plastic cigarette heel. I don't smoke, but that shoe, I want the two of them. I love the New York taxi cab shoes, but I want the cigarette heel shoes. Like, talk about a slippers. Like, how else can you say you're a New Yorker other than, you know, you having those shoes on? Good. Brandon, well done. This is what fashion is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be refreshing. Fashion is supposed to be refreshing. It's not about pulling out all, you know, throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at a piece, whether it's a dress or a shoe. Sometimes be minimal. The straps are black, and then the heel is the taxi cab, and that's all that it needs to be. And you can style it in the evening. You can style it to work if you are in a creative environment. It's beautiful. Now, I am against smoking, but those cigarette heeled slippers, I'll make an exception for. So that's number 4. Let's continue. Now, this designer, Wang, I think she's female and Japanese. Don't come for me if I'm wrong. I'll go back and check, and definitely by the time this video comes up, I'll have the right information for you. I'm sorry that I didn't check that up, but Wang's gold brocade, I thought they were brocade, but when I checked, they are leather square-toed ballerina shoes. I mean, there are different iterations of it available now. Wherever you look, you see the silver ones, you see shapes. Yeah, I mean, they are there. But this elusive gold, like the pictures are not even that many. So what does it mean? Does it mean they didn't produce that many pairs? I don't know. But when I saw these gold leather square-toed slippers, I was like, and then the texture of the leather, it's giving beaten, it's giving very thin, it's giving gold. Most of their shoes on their site look austere, they look serious, they look very utilitarian, you know. So that bright burst of color, the collection needed it. And correct me if I'm wrong, Wang, I think that's your best-selling pair. You could, you know, send in the comments and tell us. But I love that slippers. Coming in at $8,265. Really? Really? Why? What are you trying to do? You want to make it exclusive, you want to make it luxury, right? I didn't tell you the price for the Brandon Blackwood. The Brandon Blackwoods are $50. Yeah. I also didn't tell you about the price for more, but I'll put it there. And AwakeMode. whoever came up with the gold leather slippers needs a raise, or at least needs to be kept and treasured in that brand. So take it from my own. Number 6, we have Yves Saint Laurent Loulou pumps with the curved heels. I think it's 2024 release or 2025. I should think it's 2025. The one with the what do they call it? The next pair is the newly released Yves Saint Laurent pumps in different colors. The Loulou pump with the origami rosebud on the pointy toe shoe cap. That shoe is for grown women. Like if you're a grown woman about your business and you want to show up and show out, that shoe is the one for you. Generally, Yves Saint Laurent is for women in business, I think. It gives power suiting. It embodies the 80s woman, you know, smoky, dark rooms, making deals, negotiations, and it gives working girl vibes. So that shoe with the curved heel and just the really sharp, pointy-toed detailing. And then you have the origami rosebud positioned on the toe cap is divine. And then I saw it in chocolate. I think it was even on a black model, and I was like, this is so delicious. Like, I really love it. I like a pump any day, anytime. A pump is what will just, you know, put your outfit together. It's a sling bag, and I saw it on a site for 10.3 million naira. I think, you know, those sites where automatically when you log in, it changes the money into the currency of your IP address. I saw it for 10.3 million naira. Well, I'll do I don't know what that will translate to in dollars, but that's a very expensive shoe. At some point, the price has to come down. What do you think, Yves Saint Laurent? But in chocolate, in cocoa, lovely, 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 lovely. Moving on, we have Jacquemus les Chouchous les mules basse ballet heels. It comes as a flat. It comes as a heel slippers, the heeled slippers, and it comes as it comes in as a flat, a low heeled slipper. I know I sketched that from my blog last year. The leopard print version of it, and then it comes as a very high heel, like the heel is metallic, comes down. All the shoes on this list have square toe caps. I don't know what that's about. It seems I really like that, you know, iteration of a toe cap. We've always had the pointy toed or round toed, and now we have moved into the realm of square toed shoes. So that's nice. That's really good. So the Chouchou les mules basse ballet heels, I don't know if I'm pronouncing them, les Chaussures ballet are nice. They are nice. I looked through Jacquemus and I saw other pairs, but this one is a keeper. I really like them. They are going for, I think, 825. No, on one site I saw it going for $825. Another one I saw 561. I guess it depends on where you shop. Yeah. So coming in at number 8 is the Burberry metallic ruffled heeled sandals, color poison. I had to search for these sandals. I had to search high and low. Now we know, you know, the popular one with the 4. By the way, the one with the rat tail, it's not for me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I know it's a cultural thing for the Irish. Correct me again if I'm wrong. But that particular sandal could scare you in the night. Like if you saw it laying down by your bed, you would mistake it for maybe like a squirrel or something, a rodent in your room. And then of course there's the popular one. There's the one-toe slippers, I think, with the rolled up rose on the top, and then fur as well. Everyone and their mom has that one. You can find them in purple or yellow. Nice, yeah. If someone gave me, yeah, I'll take. But these Burberry metallic ruffled heeled sandals, colored poison, are not really easy to find, and I like them. I like the way the sandal is with the ruffled detail around, and then you have the Burberry logo, which I find to be very, very, interesting and nice, positioned on the sole. Beautiful. 9, we have the Tory Burch pierced slingback heels in black and coconut shell. I like the black already. I love the black. I love kitten heels. Like I said in my last video, give me a kitten heel any day. Cause the heels are practical. You can wear them and go. You can walk about, you can do your business, have meetings, and still look very, very, stylish. Coming in at $279, that's about almost $300. It's beautiful. I like the detail of the pierced, kind of like a nose ring on the heel. I like it in coconut shell. The color is so different, and I don't know what coconut shell they were talking about, because the ones that I see are really dark brown, but that particular color, it's giving like toffee, maybe not toffee, like a light toffee. It's really nice. We're almost at the end of this list. Number 10 is the Kahmune nude line of pumps. Like, for the longest time, I had always wanted a nude pump that was my nude. A nude pump that would elongate my legs, and you wouldn't know where my feet started and the shoe, or where my feet stopped and the shoe started. And I saved a lot. I think the one I saved for a while was really high. It was really, really high, and I was like, even if you got this one, it wouldn't be worth it, because how many times would you wear it? And then when I was now researching last year, I stumbled on the brand Kahmune. Kahmune is a brand by a Ghanaian founder based, I think, in the UK. And her name is Jamila Achepong, and she was looking for her own, nude shade in shoes, and she couldn't find, so she now decided to create the brand Kahmune. They call their community the community. That's just so cool. And they have different shades. They have from white to light bright to the darkest of browns, and they are lovely. They are produced in Italy, and you have the suede version, I think, and then you have the matte leather versions. And the names, I was like, the Enugu shade could be my shade, but then I also saw the Kumasi shade, so it's lovely. Like, there's no how you as a black woman will not be able to find your shade. And when I checked on their website last year, when I was writing for my blog, they said they even sent leather swatches to you. Like, if you made inquiries, they would send you a tiny bit of the leather swatch, so you could check with your skin and see if that was your shade before making the final decision and purchase, which I thought was genius. Unfortunately, when I was checking this time, researching for this video, their website was down, and they've not posted in a while from last year, and I'm just hoping and praying that all is well with the brand. You can check them on their Instagram page, make inquiries. I don't want to see this brand close down. I really want them to thrive because I haven't gotten my pair yet, Kahmune. If you're hearing this, I've not gotten my pair and I have to get my pair. So those pumps are perfect for work, perfect for dining out, for anything you want to do, brunches, night outs. A nude shade that matches your skin is lovely. And then the beautiful thing is that they come in 2 heights. They come in 2.5 inches and 3.5 inches, which I think is perfect because you know when you need to walk a long distance, you can use the smaller or shorter heights. And then when you just want to look like really snatched, you can go for the 3.5 inch. So kudos, Jamila. Come back on your website so that the girls can shop. I think I have, yeah. So there are 10 pairs I've mentioned now, and then there's 2 that I'm going to add. The first one is Christian Louboutin and Margiela, their collaboration. Oh my god. Christian Louboutin is a shoe that Sarah Jessica Parker popularized on Sex and the City, but it wasn't really my vein. I wouldn't go to them for shoes, to be honest. Like, it just seemed to me like just pumps, lots of pumps. But the genius idea of collaborating with Margiela, bringing, you know, Christian Louboutin bringing their own feminine touch, merging it with Margiela's masculine, really edgy vibe, bettered like a classic. It just came out and I think most people are raving about them. I hope they are easy to walk in. On the side of Margiela, I liked the tabbies, but I didn't necessarily want to own them. Like you have tabby flats, you have tabby boots, you have tabby you have tabby covered shoes. There are different versions of the tabbies. But I wasn't really like a fan. I like ugly shoes, don't get me wrong. It just wasn't for me. So when I now saw the collaboration of, you know, Christian Louboutin and their famous Rosalie silhouette merging with the tabbies, elongating it, it doesn't even look like a tabby anymore. It's heeled, it's in patent leather. I even saw a very beautiful off-white, creamy, eggshell-y colored version of it that is high-heeled, and I really want it. I want them. Tabbies in general have the kind of like a horseshoe speed to visuals, yes, but this particular one, it looks more like a crustacean. It looks like the claw of a crab. It's giving carapace, if you know your biology, you know, carapace shelling. It's now called a Loubiella, in case you're looking for it. I'll link all these shoes down below. It's lovely, and I know they are like, yes, we made a great decision in going for this shoe. Side note, I do not care for the rhinestone, the embellished flats. No, it's giving childish. It's giving a little bit cheap, but that's just my opinion anyway. If you like it, you can go for it. And then the last shoe I'll add is a mango sandal that I saw some time back in Nigeria here, and by the time I got around to seeing it, it was already sold. I think I saved it for a while, and then one day I came and it wasn't there anymore. And I've searched everywhere, I can't find the name. I'll put it up in case you know of it. I think out of like the 12 shoes I've talked about here, like 8 or so are square-toed in shape. So I guess I like square-toed caps. Yeah, they are more interesting to look at anyway, at least for now. So I like those mango heels and sandals, and I would like to have them one day. These are the shoes on my wish list right now, and I know that one should shop with intention. So it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to buy them if I have them. Some of their prices are ridiculous and not in my tax bracket right now, but I can reach, okay, I can dream. Yeah, that's what this channel is about. It's about our guilty pleasure. It's about the fact that we like shoes for just no reason. My sister asked me, she's like, she can't understand it. I can't explain it to you. I just can't. I can't. Thank you for tuning in. The next video is going to be at Nigerian brands. I can't wait. I myself cannot wait. And the thing is, in researching for these videos, I'm learning a lot. I'm finding out new designers. I'm stumbling on like amazing brands. The algorithm is bringing shoes to me and I'm here for it. And I hope you are too. So like, comment and subscribe, and hope to see you next week. Bye. Now, I did say that Christian Louboutin wasn't a brand that I typically would go to for shoes, but this season's releases have been really well intentioned, and I'm talking about the Cassia viral Cassia ballet Louboutin heels. Like, it's perfection. That's all I'll say. It's so beautiful. Apart from the square toe cap, there's the lifted front, then the tie around the ankles, then the blush pink color, like the most feminine, most girly, most prejudiced, most how will I say, it's such a cliche. The cliched color for a woman is what they went for, and I think they nailed it. It's so high, but it's a platform. Yes, let me call it again. The viral Christian Louboutin blush pink platform ballet heels. The viral Christian Louboutin Cassia blush pink platform ballet heels. It's a mouthful, but I think it's worth it. That shoe is going to be a classic in the years to come. That shoe is a collector's item. That shoe is archival and is on my wish list. Comment down below if you feel or agree with this shoe so far on my list. And also tell me too what your own wish list shoe is. And let's see if we can trade, pieces. It's something that is going to be ongoing. Once in a while, I might stumble on a shoe that piques my interest and I want to share it with you guys. Thank you once again. I forgot. When I looked through my list, I was like, no, I have to mention this shoe because the list would not be complete without it. Thank you once again and have a good day. Bye.